Good morning, Jennifer. How are you doing this morning? I'm all stuffed up with allergies. I wanted to do this live from outside so we could watch the birds, but it's so dry and dusty, it makes my allergies twice as bad just to be outside. And if I get on the other side of the house, it's not only my allergies, but all the construction. Yeah, they got a bunch of construction going on at the house this morning, so I'd rather not be out there on that side. And there's Melody. Hello, Melody. Got Melody and Jennifer in the house this morning. You ladies, grab you a cup of coffee. And there's Caleb. Good morning, Caleb. Good morning to you. Have a cup of coffee, Caleb. It's my first cup of coffee this morning. I just got up about 30 minutes ago. Yeah, it's not fun when it's hard to even be out in your own yard, especially when you got a garden and a YouTube channel and you depend on videoing outside. But it'll get better. Hopefully we'll get rain this coming weekend. I'm not sure. We'll see. It'll settle things down. But you can tell I'm all stuffed up in here this morning. I've already used my nasal sprays and stuff, but I'm still stuffed up. Thank you, Caleb. And there's Reba. Good morning, Reba. Marthy. Good morning, Marthy. And Reba. Listening at work. Okay, Reba. What kind of work do you do? My work now is my YouTube channel, and it's a full-time job. Oh, that's good coffee. Best in the world. You're an editor. Okay. Well, I do some editing. You know, I have to edit my videos a lot of times before I publish them. Good morning, Ashley. How's Ashley doing this morning? I wasn't sure if anybody'd be available this morning, but I see that everyone is. Well, a lot of people are. Depending on where they live, they may still be in bed. And there's Melody. Good morning, Melody. Oh, wow, lightning struck. Goodness gracious, knocked out your washer and your oven. Oh, my goodness, that's terrible. You're doing your best. Well, good. Oh. Well, my microwave still works, but you know what? The light went out in it. And I don't have a clue as if you can even change your bulb in a microwave. But I noticed it a couple of days ago when I opened it to put something in there, the light didn't come on. And the whole time it was cooking, the light didn't come on. And it still hasn't come on. So I know the bulb is burnt out. Yeah, Melody, you say your allergies are kicking your butt too. Yeah. It's terrible this time of year. No. Ashley said she just had an ant on her glasses. Oh my goodness. Well, when I'm in the yard, with the water hose, water and stuff sometimes, I'll end up with an ant on my arm because he climbs up the water hose and he gets on me. I've had him get on the back of my neck and bite me back there, and I didn't even know they were on me till they bit me. Yeah, I'd love to be able to buy this lot beside me on this side of the house before someone tries to put a house there. But I know I can't afford it. Then I'll end up having to pay property dues for 4 lots and taxes for 4 lots, plus whatever the lot costs, and I really can't afford it right now. They're crazy in Texas, I'll tell you. If I had if I had $1 for every ant that was in my yard, I'd be a rich person. And those things are treacherous. They hurt when they bite. Those old big red ants, they hurt. The ants are crazy in Texas on this hill. You have to take every precaution going to keep them from coming in your house and getting in your food. Jennifer said her coffee's made. Good deal, Jennifer. Yeah, I didn't really have a video to put up today. I got so wrapped up in doing other stuff yesterday, I didn't get around to getting a video done. So I decided I'd just go live this morning and chat with everybody. Drink a cup of coffee with everyone. And there's Kai. Good morning, Kai. I hope you have a blessed day too, Kai. I know it's probably, you haven't even got to work yet, probably. I saw the flower video of yours with the fish in the tank. That's a pretty fish. I didn't have a clue as what kind of fish that was, and somebody commented that it was a betta. I think a betta fish. Well, this morning, I don't know. I haven't checked the temperature. Let me check. See what it is this morning. But really, it's not any cooler. A betta fish. Yeah, I've never seen one that color. It's a beautiful fish. It's 79 degrees right now. It's going to be a couple of degrees cooler than it has been because the high is going to be 93, I think, opposed to 100. Yeah, 93 sounds real good opposed to 100 degrees. No, 95. And then Thursday it's going to be 97. So it's cooled down a few degrees, but hey, when you say maybe 2 or 3 degrees, that it doesn't mean a whole lot. When it's 97 degrees, it just well be 100 because it's still hot. It's really hot. And let's see, they still say we've got a chance of rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It usually always comes up a rain shower on that Labor Day weekend for some reason. But there's 40% chance of rain on Friday, 42% Saturday, 56% Sunday, and then 58% on Monday. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of rain one of those days, or maybe just a little bit each day to keep the pollen down and maybe wet the plants a little bit. 73 degrees and 420 in Hawaii. Yeah, that's a lot cooler than here. I'd take 73 degrees. Good news, we've been on an affordable housing waiting list for 2 years now, and finally, for a callback, hopefully it all works out. Oh, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you, Kai. Maybe you'll get one of those homes, and it'll lower your expenses a little bit. Oh my goodness, you pay $2,000 for 400 square foot, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and this place would get me 2 baths, 1.5 baths for 1.4. Well, that's $600 cheaper. That sounds real good. That other $600 could help you buy those expensive groceries in Hawaii. Ashley says it's 84 where she's at, and it's going to be 100 today. Yeah, that's hot, girl. I tell you, I was just watching films the other day of these low rent apartments in New York. Oh my God, they're getting $1,000 a month for a closet or a hallway. I mean, some of those apartments they show, you walk in the door and you're already in the kitchen, because the kitchen may be 6 foot wide. You have a stove, a sink, and a little bit of a counter and a couple of cabinets. And then once you step a foot out of the kitchen, you're in the bedroom. Basically no living room. But it's location. It's like downtown Manhattan, where that's prize real estate. They can get those prices down there. I remember when we still lived in New York, when I was like 8 or 9 years old. We lived in a high-rise apartment in Manhattan. We lived on the 3rd story, and it seemed like it was 12 or 13 stories tall. Had a lot of apartments there. And it was one of the housing projects for low-income people. But they were brand new when we moved in, so we didn't mind that. And we lived in that apartment complex until we finally, my parents finally decided to move back to North Carolina. And they built a house and we moved back. Because Dad said he couldn't handle New York City. My mom was there, that was home for her, but my dad was from North Carolina. He was a country boy. Yeah, it's so expensive because where you're located, you're right there 30 seconds from the beach. Yep. That's beachfront property, you could call it. So, yeah. It's going to be expensive. What area are the low rent district apartments or homes going to be in, Kai? Are they very far from where you're at now? Ewa Beach area. Far, far from where you're at now. Oh, my doctor appointment went great. It scared me when they first took my blood pressure. It was 157 over something, so that was going high. And I told him I had been working in my yard all morning and got all heated up, and my hair was wet with sweat, and had to come in and take a shower head to toe, before I could come out there. And she said, well, I'll wait, let you sit there for a little bit, and I'll come back and check it again. So I sat there in the doctor's office, or the exam room, and she come back a little while later, and she took it again with the blood pressure monitor thing that was hanging on the wall. Before, she used the little wrist one, and it read 157 over something. And she took it with the one that she put on my arm up here, and it was 119 over some low number. I don't remember. She said, well, it's fine now. So, and all of my readings, because I take my blood pressure at home every once in a while, and I write down the recording and the date, and I show it to the doctor when I go in. I've got a little, I got this little tablet, and I've taken my blood pressure for, I don't know, way back since 2020. Yeah, May of 2020 is when I started it. And I may do it twice a month, sometimes once a month, sometimes 3 times a month. And it's always been pretty low. Like 138 over 67, 127 over 61, 123 over 62. A few times it got real low, like 109, I think, over something. 118 over whatever number. So for it to start getting up to 157 or higher, that's getting pretty high for me. But yeah, I'm fine. I go in for my yearly checkup in February. Yesterday was just the, like, how are you day, and take my blood pressure, and that was it. The next one, I'll have to go in for labs the week before so they can check my cholesterol and all that. And then I go in the week after that for my doctor checkup. Kai says, where I am, it takes 25 minutes to get to work and is never traffic. This new place may be 40-minute drive, not including traffic going that way. The worst in the U.S. from, oh no. See, you're going to get lower rent, but you're going to end up with more other problems. The traffic and the distance from the job. But, that's what they say. You got to give and take. You can't have everything, I guess. I'm doing great, Caleb. How are you doing? And there's Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. Okay, well, you take care as well, Sandra. Glad you dropped in to say hi. Yeah, that's basically what this live is about. It's just to have a cup of coffee with me and let's chat. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like you were in a great location where you're at now. If the bills were just a little bit lower. Or maybe if your job paid you more. Do your parents, do your parents live close to you where you're at now? Will you be further away from them in the new apartment or new house, or will you be closer to them? Okay, Kyle, well, go back to sleep. Get your rest before you have to go to work. Much love to you too. Aloha. No, and the pollen, when it gets so dry and dusty, that's when the air is so bad with pollen. That doesn't help my allergies. It doesn't help my blood pressure. Because the more I'm affected with my allergies, the higher my blood pressure will run. If I come inside, stay inside where I'm not breathing a lot of stuff, my blood pressure goes down. And the first time I told my doctor that, he thought that was kind of strange. It said, well, like, your allergies don't affect your blood pressure. Well, yes, they do. Your allergies, when your body's fighting allergies and you're coughing and you're sneezing and you're having a hard time breathing, it puts your body in stress. And that makes your blood pressure go up. And there's Cindy Sandu, 6:30 a.m. I just woke up. Sorry, I'm still in bed. That's okay, Cindy. We'll let you slide. Thumbs up for Gladys. No, the more my body's fighting allergies with being all congested and everything else, it affects my blood pressure. Take it this morning and see what it says. And I have been outside already. I went out there for just a couple of minutes to feed the kitty cats. I may not want to see what it is. May not want to know what it is. I haven't eaten anything this morning. All I've got is my coffee. And I drank about half of it. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was back up again because the way my allergies are acting on me this morning. I had just enough stuff coming in the house. Not too bad. It's 133/66. Blood pressure 76. Take it the second time, see if it's the same thing. I've noticed sometimes you can take it and it'll run a little high. You can turn right around, adjust the blood pressure band, take it again, and it's lower. So I guess you could take it 3 or 4 times and it'll read different each time. See, it was 128/75 that time. So it's still, it's still down there, so not worried about it. Long as it stays down and it doesn't go up extremely high and stay there, I'm doing good. And when you got allergies like I do, I know I have allergies to food and I eat it anyway. If you eat food that you're allergic to, your blood pressure is going to go up. I know that because I've eaten something that I've been a little allergic to and then take my blood pressure and it was a little high. No, I just went in for my 6-month checkup. I just walk in, they weigh me, take my blood pressure, ask me how I'm feeling, and that's pretty much it. I go in February for my actual yearly checkup where they do blood work and stuff like that, just to check your cholesterol and your blood pressure again. You have to have a primary care doctor when you're on Medicare. Medicare requires it. So that's why I have a doctor. That's why I have to go in for my checkups because of Medicare. Linda, pretty lady, when you take your blood pressure, please don't talk. Why? Does that affect it? Yours is high this morning, Gladys? No, my blood pressure started getting up there pretty good one time. I think before I started using a lot of allergy meds and stuff. And the doctor just said from my knowledge and his, just to keep a record of my blood pressure. I don't have to take it every day. Not even every week. Once a month is enough. But he said record it, record the date, so I can keep up with how my blood pressure's running. I used to take Claritin, but I think I got immune to it. So I switched and I started taking Zyrtec. I take Zyrtec. I use this nasal spray, which they say is basically Flonase if you buy it off the counter. And I'm still taking some of this. I mean, I'm not taking it, it's a nasal spray. So in combination of both of these, they kind of keep me from coughing so much. Like now, I sprayed with these before I started the live, and I haven't been coughing real bad. Not yet, anyway. And at night, I do take Benadryl. I still take Benadryl. I have to. I only take Benadryl at night because it does make you drowsy. And actually, it helps me sleep a little bit, but I don't take it during the day because of that. I take it at night. But at my age, they don't want to put me on regular shots. I don't know if they think Medicare may not pay it, or they just don't want to be the one to put me on shots, or what the deal is. But if I get real congested and start getting like bronchitis from my allergies, a lot of times they'll give me a shot then. I know Benadryl does. That's why I take it at night. A lot of times it will help me sleep. But I don't take Benadryl during the day. Unless, like the time when I broke out in hives, I had to take Benadryl every single day for like 3 or 4 weeks to get rid of those hives. I mean, I might have been able to go in and the doctor give me some kind of allergy shot to clear it up. I don't know, but I broke out on the weekend and I called the pharmacist and told him, and told him the medication that I was using that I'd never used before. And it was like a cream medication that you put on and your skin absorbed the medication. And it had the cream background of coconut oil, and I broke out in hives. I mean, from my head to my toe from that coconut oil. So I know I'm highly allergic to coconut oil. Even though I do eat coconut, once in a while I'll eat coconut. And I used to buy coconut, the whole coconut, and break it open and get the coconut out and put it in a baggie and keep it in the refrigerator, so every once in a while, if I wanted a snack, I could go get a piece of coconut and eat it. And that didn't bother me. I guess I didn't consume enough of the coconut oil that way for it to bother me. But as strong as it was in the coconut oil that was in that medication, I broke out in hives. And I said, well, I know I need to stay away from coconut oil. I know, Melody. It'll knock you out. I'll take it, sit down on the couch and try to watch a movie, and before I know it, I've got my head laid back and I'm half asleep. But if you break out in hives, it's a good thing to be able to take Benadryl to get rid of them. Because having hives broke out all over your body is not fun. They itch, they hurt when you touch them. When you got them all over your butt, you can't sit down without them hurting. And they'll bleed. Oh my God, they were terrible. Your nurse is watching, Gladys. Okay, well, tell her hello. Hello, Miss Nurse. Whatever your name is, I don't know your name, but good morning. And there's got Darlene in the house. Good morning, Darlene. Yeah, we're just having a good morning chat and a cup of coffee this morning. I didn't get a video done yesterday to post today, so I decided I'd go live this morning. Try to come up with a video this afternoon that I can post tomorrow. And I need to come up with several that I could post over the weekend. We'll see. But Benadryl helps keep my chest clear. So I take it at night. So when I wake up the next morning, my chest is relatively clear. You know, I am coughing up a little bit of congestion, like, you know, I'm stuffed now. But I feel a lot better when I get up if I take Benadryl at night. Because, I mean, my windows are not... This is an old house. You know, this is an old mobile home. So my windows are not sealed like they would be in one of these newer homes. So if the wind blows hard or anything like that, a lot of that dust and pollen does come in my house. Even though you don't think it does, it does. Dawn is her name. Okay, well, good morning, Dawn. So happy you're watching. Gladys says she hasn't taken her blood pressure meds yet. I take mine at night. I take a bunch of vitamins, my blood pressure pill, and my Benadryl when I go at night before I go to bed. It got to the place where in the mornings I'd get so busy I'd forget to take stuff. So I started taking it just before I go to bed at night. I'll take all of it with the Benadryl, and then I'll sit and watch a movie or sit and watch a video on YouTube or edit a video or something until I start getting sleepy, and then I go to bed. Melody says, my dang hot flashes keep me from sleeping. I cannot wait for these flashes to go away. Well, have you ever tried it? I think it's Estroven. You can buy it right off the counter in the pharmacy area at Walmart, and I know other stores carry it too. That's what I took, and I never was bothered with hot flashes. I took that Estroven for a couple of years. Just bought it right off the counter. And it made, you know, it got rid of my hot flashes. I wasn't bothered with them at all. And they've got several different brands of it. So you might check that out and maybe take some and see if that helps. Because it sure helped me. And the way I found out about it, one of my neighbors, her sister is a nurse. And her nurse sister told her to take Estroven, to just go to the drugstore or go to Walmart or anywhere that sold pharmaceutical stuff, you know, like vitamins or anything, and get her some Estroven. You buy a month's supply at a time and just take one every day. And she said her hot flashes went away. So she told me about it, so I bought the same thing and mine went away. So I took it for a couple of years and then finally quit taking it altogether, and I was never bothered with hot flashes. So you might give some of that stuff a try, Melody. It may work. May help you sleep too if you don't have a hot flash. They do go away because, like I said, I took my Estroven the whole time. And finally, by the time I quit taking Estroven, I didn't have hot flashes anymore. You're welcome, Melody. I hope it works, because it worked for me, and it worked for her too, so. I mean, this was a lady that refused to even take a blood pressure pill. She said, oh, if you knew what blood pressure pills did to you, you would never take them. And her blood pressure got extremely high a lot of times, but she still would not take a blood pressure pill. That's the only thing I take other than my prescription nasal sprays for my allergies. That's the only kind of medication I take. Except, like off-the-counter Benadryl, Zyrtec, and my vitamins. And my vitamins probably help contribute to my weight gain too, so. I know a lot of people I know said they asked the doctor about taking a bunch of vitamins to build up their bones and their immune system. And he told them, yeah, it will work, but it'll help you gain weight too. It gives you appetite to eat for one. So you definitely want to eat more when you're taking the vitamins. But I don't know if the pills alone have anything to do with you gaining. Oh, okay, Gladys. You have to do some paperwork because Dawn's trying to help you get a new hospital bed. Well, okay, I hope it works. I hope you get a new one. It may help you go back to your message, Martha. Okay, let's see. See if I can find it. Yes, it could be going higher, talking makes you a little one excited, so blood pressure will go higher. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. Because usually when I take my blood pressure, I'm not live, so I'm not talking to anybody. Usually I'm sitting here by myself and I'm not talking at all. But thank you, Martha. I'll remember that. Yeah, but there's a lot of things out there on the market. Like some herbs and different things help with hot flashes. And I don't remember exactly what the estrogen is. I think it was a combination of some kind of herbs. And, because they do make medication out of herbs, so. But I said, oh, well, I'll try it. I didn't have any idea it would work. But I bought a box of estrogen. At that time, it came in a pink, just a pink pill box. A flat box like you'd buy allergy pills or anything in. And it had a month's supply in there. You took one pill a day. And after taking, I think, a couple of pills, my hot flashes were gone. And I said, that made a believer out of me. So I continued to take it for a couple of years. And finally I said, well, I shouldn't be having hot flashes now, so I'll quit taking and see what happens. And I quit taking it finally and never had any hot flashes. They've got one that's in a kind of a light green box, I think. I think it's light green and white. But they've got several different ones that you can take. And they're all right there together. And Darlene says, after COVID 2 years ago, I developed asthma. Never had any breathing issues before. So now with seasonal allergies can set me off. So now I'm on Singular each morning to prevent problems. Well, my allergy doctor, when I first went to him and was tested to see what I was allergic to, found out I was allergic to everything going and coming. Every single thing he tested me for, I was allergic to. He gave me a prescription for I don't remember the name of the allergy pill. But after taking it for 3 days, I was coughing up clots of blood. I'd never coughed up blood in my life before. It scared me to death. And I got to thinking, I said, well, taking those allergy pills is the only different thing I'm doing. So I stopped taking that allergy pill. And after like 2 days, I was not coughing up blood anymore. So I went in and told him, I said, look, I can't take these allergy pills. I said, I'm coughing up clots of blood. He said, well, that's not one of the symptoms or the side effects of that pill. I said, well, it may not be on the people you tested, but I said, that's one of the side effects I'm having from it. Because when I quit taking it, I didn't cough up blood anymore. So I said, I'm not taking any more of it. Oh, it terrified me, Darlene. Can you imagine waking up one morning and coughing like you normally do, to cough up congestion or something, and all of a sudden you're coughing up clots of blood? Oh, it scared me to death. Yeah. And when something like that happens that's never happened in your life before, you just got to think, okay, well, what's happened different in the last couple of days that's different from before? Am I taking something different, or what am I doing that would cause that? And those pills, those allergy pills, were the only thing. I'm a retired ER nurse. And she says she believes in me. Well, it happened. I mean, it may not happen to everyone that has allergies, but that's what happened with me. And I said, I'm not taking any more of this. And I've never coughed up any blood since. And that's been several years ago. Only time in my life I ever coughed up blood. He was first saying, "Oh, you got something going on with your lungs." I said, "Yeah, these allergy pills." Yeah, you got to be careful. Just because a a pill will clear up one problem doesn't mean it's not going to cause another one in your body. So you have to be careful with the stuff you take. Oh wow, I wish you'd send me some rain, Caleb. Caleb, we need rain here. It's 8 p.m. in Pakistan. And it's almost 10 o'clock a.m. here in the morning. So I can see where you have a hard time showing up at my lives at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's probably mid-morning or somewhere along in there for you that during that time. Yeah, there's about a 10-hour difference. So if you show up in a live at 7 p.m., that's early, early morning for you. Well, he was the specialist, the allergy doctor I went to get tested, because my regular doctor told me to go to this allergy doctor to get tested and see what I was allergic to, so they'd have more of an idea of what type of allergy pill to give me. The day I went in there, it had been raining, so my allergies were cleared up pretty good. The air was clean at that point, so I felt pretty good. He said, "You don't seem to have allergies." I said, "Oh yeah, I do. It's raining. It's got everything settled down." And they test you for about 800 different things all on your back. Tested me, told me to come back the next day, and they checked. Started getting a little swollen, went back the next day. And he said, "You're right." He said, "You got allergies. You're allergic to every single thing I tested you for. All the grasses, all the trees, everything. Animals." Well, it's not the animal that I'm allergic to. It's the dander that gets built up on their skin. Especially the outside animals that don't get bathed. That's one reason I'm not letting these cats stay in the house much, because I wouldn't be able to handle it. Because, these cats, I can't give baths to. I didn't get them when they were 5 weeks old, so I could start them off when they're 5 weeks old, giving them a bath, so they'd get used to it and be comfortable with taking a bath. So there's no way I'd try to give one of these cats a bath. So they have to stay outside. And they didn't test me for food, but I know I have allergies to food, because I can eat a lot of nuts, peanuts and stuff like that, and I'll start feeling kind of rough down my airway, like scratchy kind of. And I know that's the nuts working on me not to eat anymore. Because if I eat just a couple, I don't have any reaction at all. But if I eat a handful, I'll start feeling kind of rough down my airway, like it's irritated. And I know at that point not to eat anymore, because if I do, I'm going to have a severe reaction. And I won't be able to breathe either. So with me, my allergies, I have to be around the thing I'm allergic to for a day or two for it to build up in my system for me to have allergic reaction to it. The only thing that I had immediate reaction to was x-ray dye. I had kidney stones, and I went to the emergency room, and they injected me with x-ray dye. The minute that stuff hit my bloodstream, I could not breathe. It felt like an elephant sat on my chest. I couldn't breathe in or out. All I could do was like this, was wave for the nurse and try to tell her, can't breathe. And she immediately got the doctor that was going down the hall and said, she can't breathe. What do I do? He said, give her so many cc's of Benadryl stat. So she come back in there and injected that tube with the Benadryl. And the minute that hit my system, all of a sudden I could breathe. And I said, thank God. That was scary when you can't take a breath. And you can't really talk, but you're trying to let someone know you got a problem. Yeah, Kayla's getting some heavy rain in Pakistan for the last maybe 45 minutes continuously, 8 p.m. Yeah, a lot of times, you got to take up for yourself. You got to speak up. You can't just blindly do and take everything a doctor tells you. If you have a problem come up after you start taking something new, you need to quit taking it and let the doctor know. Because I probably would have ended up bleeding to death if I'd have kept taking it. I'd have ended up in the emergency room, and God knows what they'd have done trying to figure out why I was bleeding. They never would have thought it was the allergy pill. My allergy doctor, he's a good doctor. And then they sent me to a specialist, another allergy doctor who I've been seeing, but I haven't been up there in a year or two because I have to drive all the way to Fort Worth. And if I'm having an allergy reaction to something, I'm having an attack of allergy, I can't drive all the way to Fort Worth. I'd be scared to death I'd have a wreck. The way I feel when I have an allergy reaction to something, I can't drive. Especially not an hour's drive to the allergy doctor. And I don't have anybody right on hand that can drive me up there. So I remember the last time I went up there was before I had my eye surgery. And I wanted them to test the materials that the lenses are made out of that they put in my eyes during surgery. Because I said, I want to make sure I'm not allergic to them. I said, if I find out I'm allergic after they put them in, what am I supposed to do? And they tested me. They skin tested me. And I went back the next day and they checked and they said, well, yeah, you do have a slight allergy to what the lenses are made out of. But he said, it's just a slight allergy. And he said, the slight allergy is better than being blind. So I went ahead and had the surgery. And I use Zaditor eye drops every day to clear up the mucus and stuff that builds up in my eyes. And I guess it's a lot from the allergy. And he's right. Using the eye drops to clean my eyes out every morning is a lot better than being blind. Best wishes to you too, Kaylee. Long life, happy life, health and wealth to you. You're a sweet person. Thank you for that. I know my mom, she went to the doctor and she was taking so many different medications because almost every time she'd go to see him, they'd add a medication to what she was already taking. Oh my gosh, she was taking probably 8 different medications, and sometimes one medication will cause a problem. And then they'll give you another medication to take care of that problem. And it just sets off a chain reaction. And that's what was happening with my mother. Till one day I told her, I said, you need to sit down and talk to your doctor and show him everything you're taking and ask him if you really need all of that. And she did that, and he did stop several of them. So, you know, you got to kind of look out for yourself as well as, it, you know, depending on the doctor. Oh, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do for a video today. Y'all have any ideas? I'd love to go fishing, but I don't know if I can handle just standing out there in the heat. There's one place I can go that I probably would be under a shade tree. But then I've got to stand there and breathe all the pollen in the air. That's really what's kept me from going fishing, is I know the air is so thick with pollen and stuff right now, it's going to make me even sicker with allergies. And even though I really love to go fishing, I just don't know if I want to go do it. We'll see. I could wear a mask, I guess, the whole time I'm fishing. You too, Caleb. Thank you. Happiness and goodness to you all the time as well. Yeah, I'm sure all of us have our little medication experiences like I went through of some kind. I'm just glad I had the sense enough to quit taking that allergy pill. Because, you know, as soon as it was out of my system, I was not bleeding anymore. I don't know what it did to my lungs that caused that. But I almost got choked one time. I started coughing, and I felt like I had a big lump right in my throat, and it was hard to breathe, and I coughed a couple more times, and I had a Kleenex, and I coughed up a big clot of blood. That's what was bothering me. And every time I'd cough after that, I was coughing up blood until I quit taking that allergy pill. By the next day, I think it was, after stop taking it, I was not coughing up blood anymore. Because I immediately made an appointment with the allergy doctor to let him know I can't take these. And there was another allergy pill too. I don't know if it was the kind that, the Singular or something. It may have been the Singular that I took. And I had a constant cough. I couldn't quit coughing. No matter what I did, I'd keep coughing. So there's some little something in Singular that I'm allergic to. Some ingredient that's in there. I mean, it's the pits when you're allergic to even medications, isn't it? You never know what you can take and what you can't. Go through trial and error. If it bothers you, you know to not take it anymore. Yeah, I love having these chats with my subscribers because I think it's my question and answer time. You know, we get to know one another better. If you have gardening or cooking questions, you can ask it. And I love to do live cooking videos, but I'm afraid with doing the video live, the chat is going to distract me so much from my cooking that I'm not going to do what I want to do with my cooking, part of it. So that's why I hesitate on going live while I'm cooking. And then a lot of times the things I'm cooking, you got to pause the camera and let it cook for an hour and then start your camera back up. But I guess with some of those videos, if my live is long enough, I could cook and let it cook for an hour and then go back to it. I don't know. I think by now the construction workers realize that it's the lot on the other side of the property that they're building on that the owner bought, because I think he bought 2 lots, and they got mistaken and thought my lot on this side was the lot that went with what he bought, but it's not. It's the one on the other side. So I don't think I'll have any more problems with it. And the foreman over there said that they would clean it up whenever they cleaned up the construction site. So we'll see. I went over there and talked to him a few days ago and told him what was going on. I wasn't mad at him or anything, because I know mistakes can happen, but I think it's cleared up now, so they'll have to tell the people on the other side to move their stuff off of their lot. And I think they were the ones that pulled up the property stakes that the surveyor put down on that side. So, oh, you like my nail polish? It's called chrome. I told you I paint my own nails and do my own pedicures. So I did that the other day, thinking I was going to go to my son's this past weekend, and I didn't go. But I had my nails and my fingernails and toenails done. I'll have to redo them for this coming weekend. He said we might get together this coming weekend, which is the holiday. And I had forgot all about the holiday weekend coming up. What time is it now where I'm at? It's 13 minutes after 10 a.m. 10:13 a.m. So it's morning for me, mid-morning. Brunch time. Usually that's when I eat my breakfast, is brunch time, about 9 or 10 o'clock. He's an hour and a half drive from where I live here. I could probably go through the back country roads and it would be a little bit closer, but I've never been that way and there's no traffic, so if I was to break down or something like that, I don't know how much traffic would go through there if I needed help. But I'd have my cell phone with me. I guess I would have cell phone service that way. I decided one of these days when I go over there, I'm going to go through Google Maps and I'm going to tell Google to take me to that address the quickest way and see which way Google tells me to go. That way Google will tell me every turn to make, But I haven't tried it yet. And my central air unit is coming on off and on like crazy. It starts coming on about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it'll come off and on until about noon, 1 o'clock, and then it comes on and it runs constantly all afternoon. Most of the time it does not shut off at all. Yeah, I take the route I take because there's more traffic that way. And I figure, well, if I break down or something, at least maybe somebody will stop, Or I'll know where to tell them I'm at if I had to call someone. Going down a back country road, I probably wouldn't know where I was at to tell anyone. I think he said he went that way one time, or he goes that way sometimes, when he comes over. And it only takes about 45 minutes to get here. I said, well, 45 minutes versus an hour and a half sounds awfully good. I need to try it at least once and see how it goes. See how the roads are that way. Well, I got a surprise because my electric bill come again a day ago, something like that. And the one previous to that was $200. And this one only went up $7. It was $207. So I guess it's going to be my next bill that's going to be the $300 one. Because August is our hottest month here. I mean, if it's not, it's going to tickle me to death as hot as it's been. I'll take another $200 electric bill versus a $300 one anytime. Oh my goodness, my electric bill went up so much that summer that it was 113, 115 degrees off and on most of the summer. I think my highest bill was like $350 electric bill that month. And you have to realize that's pretty high because that's mainly just running my lights and my AC unit. Because my stove is gas, my water heater is gas. So it was the central air unit pulling all that $350 worth of electricity. Can't imagine what it would be if I had a bigger house. I wouldn't be able to pay my electric bill, that's for sure. Y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yours is darn near 300. Yeah. I know when you're like me, you live on a fixed income, a $300 electric bill comes in. The first thing you think about is, how am I going to pay this? You're on a fixed income. That's exactly why I went to YouTube and I started this channel. I said, hopefully I'll bring in enough to help pay my bills, keep my bills paid every month. And it has so far. But it's been a lot of work, y'all. And I wasn't making anything in the beginning. I was doing this a good year or longer before I was making any money. I think the first year was just trying to get the 1,000 subscribers. And I'm not bringing in a ton of money. I'm not ever going to get rich, I don't think, off of YouTube. But it's bringing in enough that it's helping pay my bills. Which has given me a lot of contentment. I'm not as stressed out. Well, how am I going to pay my bills every month? As long as I can put up some videos, I'll know I'll be able to pay them. And there's Shatika. Good morning, Shatika. How are you doing this morning? I gave little buddy and Lucky some tuna fish this morning. Oh my God, they were digging in. That was like candy to them. They love tuna fish. And they'll lick up every bit of the water that goes with it too. Yeah, it's tight with everybody with their income nowadays. All the prices going up on everything. And there's Jackie. Good morning, Jackie. Thank you, Caleb. And there's Shelly Edwards. Good morning. How's your garden growing? I catch some of your videos. I can't watch every one of them, but I do catch a lot of them. Your plants are looking real good. A lot better than mine, because you don't have the heat like we do. If it wasn't for this heat and my water rationing, I would have an awesome garden. If I could get out there and throw a little bit of water on my plants every day, they'd be beautiful right now instead of half burn up. You're sick of watering? Yeah, I am too. I try to get out there late when the sun goes down to try to do watering, or get out there early in the morning and do it on my watering day. I've only got one watering day a week. That's why I keep compost tea in those big containers, so I can water at least twice a week. One with the city water and one with my compost tea, or my plants would be dead. Well, hopefully this weekend is going to bring us some rain. I hope. Without a lot of damaging wind. Because I expect the next the high wind we have is going to take that canopy top down. But it's been so hot, I just don't want to get out there and start on taking it down to redo it, to put up new posts, because it's just too hot on me out there. Well, I guess I should get and clean house. Have a blessed day. You too, Melody. You have a blessed day and a blessed week. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you on the next live. Which will be Thursday? We'll have trivia night Thursday. Too hot to do much of anything outside. I feel for the construction workers that are building this house. I know they're dying of this heat out there working. And there's Patty C. Hello, Patty. You should get your trivia gift hopefully by Thursday, Friday. I was late getting it in the mail, but it's on the way to you. I think she said it would be Thursday or Friday when you get it. And there's Susie. Hello. Susie must be new. I don't remember seeing Susie in chat before. But welcome. All the new people are very welcome in my chat. Frida, hello. Frida Cassidy in the house. How's it going? And I hate it that my cedar tree around my rock garden has died. I think every bit of that tree is dead. And that put off a lot of shade from my yard. I hate that. Pat Potter says, Linda, have you ever thought about budget billing? What about budget billing? Is that a job? Oh, I'm sorry. I had to put Crybaby, my cat, to sleep that I had for like 15 years. The cat got cat leukemia, is what the vet said it was. There's no cure for it, and he was wasting away. He was nothing but skin and bones almost. And the doctor said the most humane thing to do was to put him down, so he put him to sleep. And that was heartbreaking. Because losing that cat was like losing a child. I love that cat to death. I love these two that are hanging around here now, even though I don't let them in the house. They know I care for them, or I wouldn't be feeding them like I do. For your electric, Oh, I know you can go in and have them average out your electric bill, so you always know it's just one price every month, but I've never done that. Yeah, I feel for everybody that's on a fixed income today. Prices are going up ridiculously high, and your check don't go up. I mean, it'll go up, but only a couple dollars. It don't go up enough to take care of the living expenses with the price increases on everything. Yeah, cats can get anything, I guess basically humans can get. I don't know what caused it. Yeah, Lucky's still a kid. He runs around and he darts up the trees and basically does backflips out of the trees and all kind of stuff. I laugh at him watching him sometimes running around the yard. Little Buddy's an older cat, so Little Buddy doesn't do that kind of stuff. He just kind of mopes around and he's lazy and he's laid back. He's kind of relaxed. Lucky's hyper. But that one, he's only probably maybe a year old. I don't even know if he's a year old yet. But they're both sweet cats and they follow me around everywhere. Even when I was putting up the property line string, they were right at my feet. I don't know. Crybaby was always fed good food because he was like these cats. He never would eat table scraps and stuff, like chicken scraps or any meat scraps. He was always fed cat food. Canned cat food, dry cat food, that type of thing. Treats. But he got to where he wouldn't eat much. And he kept losing weight. And I felt so bad for him, watching him walk around the way he was getting so skinny. You had about 13 cats at one time, Pat. Oh my goodness. How can you feed 13 cats? I had a lady in my lives one time, and I don't know what happened to her. She's not been back. She said she had helped feed about around 100 cats. I said, oh my God, how do you afford to feed them? They said, well, all the neighbors in the trailer park all feed them. And it was her mobile home park. She rented out spaces for people to live there. And she told them right up front that there was cats there. And if they didn't like cats, that was not the place for them. But she said all of her neighbors, everybody that lived there, helped feed the cats. Okay, Patty, well, you have a good day. Yeah, I've been on here for an hour and 14 minutes. I probably shouldn't keep people, but I love chatting with everyone. I had a cat years ago. It was a Persian smoke, and he got hit by a car. For some reason, he ended up out, and he ended up on the main highway, and a jogger was going by, and they said they come across the cat, saw it was wearing a name tag, and he took the collar with the name tag off, called me to let me know that he found my cat, and he did move the cat off the road and take care of that. And he took the collar and asked me if I wanted the collar, and I said no. He could do whatever with it, that I really didn't want the collar. What am I doing this morning, Susan? I'm trying to make up for a video that I didn't have to post. So I decided to go live for a little bit and just chat with everybody. I got to come up with some type of video today to post tomorrow. And I got to come up with a few ahead for this weekend. I wanted to do this outside, but there's so much pollen in the air, and I was already sick with allergies. that I couldn't go out. And then also there's so much noise from the construction, next door that I really didn't want to be out there. Pat said her cats would eat the mice in our barn. Yeah, they help keep mice away from your house. That's a good thing about having a cat around. But I noticed a dead bird in the yard, a big bird. And I don't know what happened to that. Because I can't see a bird that size being on the ground where the cat could get him. I've never seen dead birds around my yard before. So if one of the cats got it, it's got to be lucky. But I don't even think either one of the cats got the bird. I think something else did. Good morning, Susan. Weird it didn't let me post 2 times. I get up and take meds and then go back to bed. Well, I got up. I woke up and I laid there for a little bit and I kept listening to the construction noise, and I finally decided, well, I just get up even though it's early, because I can't go back to sleep listening to the hammers and all this stuff going on next door. So I just got up and decided I'd get me a cup of coffee. And then I decided I'd go live because I didn't have a video to post. Well, I had a lot going on yesterday, so, I had my doctor's appointment, which took up part of the day. And then I had errands to run around and do. So that pretty much took up my day. I get my eyes checked at 4, and Jesse and I are going to have pizza before that. That sounds good, Susan. Well, I've already done a lot of those, Darlene. Some that I haven't done is maybe my mom's donuts she would make. And some of her yeast breads. Oh my God, her breads were out of this world. And the donuts were so good. She'd make the yeast dough for donuts and, roll it out, cut out the rings and cut out the donut holes and fry them in a deep fryer. Oh, they were so good. They were just like you got them out of the bakery. I can't do them that good. I don't know what her trick was. Oh, you found out they had Gambinos in North Topeka. They're better than Godfathers, huh? I don't think I've ever been to a Gambino's, and I've never been to a Godfather's. We have CC's, Pizza Hut, Domino's Pizza. Well, I thought about it, but I said, people don't want to see me just driving to the doctor's office, and then I got to turn the camera off when I get there. Oh, they blow away those places. Frida says, I'm making pot roots and put beef stew. Oh, okay. Yeah, they would. Well, maybe I'll get in my car and drive out to the doctor's office, and I'll film it all the way out there and back. Just stop it when I get there so I don't go in. Y'all would really watch that? You want to see me drive to the doctor's office and back? You'd get to see the doctor's office. Or from the outside, because I couldn't film inside. Susan said, I found something yesterday that I want to try. What is that, Susan? Is it a new recipe or something? People do it all the time. Well, I might do that. I'd like to see Savor's thrift store. I've never heard of Savor's thrift store. Or Salvation Army. We got a Salvation or Goodwill out here. And I've already done a video in there before. Crispy beets and balsamic vinegar. It's put on salads, and it's like the onions you put on green bean casserole. Oh, wow. You dehydrate them? You have a new thrift store you've never been to? Am I going on a morning walk? No, it's too hot out there. We've got a Five and Below and some other little stores that are similar to like a dollar store or thrift store. Five and Below, everything in there is $5 or less. And they got some pretty good stuff in there. I've been in there, I think, once. Frida says pot roast with beef stew. That sounds good. So what y'all are saying, you want to see me take another road trip. I got to make sure my windshield's clean this time. I couldn't believe it. I watched part of the rerun of that video, the live where I went to Glen Rose. I couldn't believe how dirty my windshield was. It even had little buddy's paw prints on my windshield. You won't be jealous anymore. No, I've never heard of a Savor's thrift store. We've got the dollar stores, the general dollars. We've got Dollar Tree. We've got the Goodwill. The Goodwill store is a pretty big store. And they got some pretty nice stuff in there. But I've done a video in there before. And I did one for Marshall's and Ross. I guess I could go through the shopping center where the Five and Below and some of those other stores are. You're going back to Lowe's when it cools off. They closed your 99-cent store. Well, the Dollar Tree used to be just $1. Everything in there was $1. But now, everything, the cheapest you can get anything is like $1.25. And some things are $5, $10, and $15 in there. It's not just a Dollar Tree anymore. But we still do have the Dollar Tree. Susie says, Susie Ann. It's legally, oh, your name's Susie Ann, but YouTube messed it up, LOL. That's the only part I go in, Susan. Don't go to plants, Shelley. You will get in trouble. I get in trouble all the time if I go to the garden center in any of the stores. Because Lowe's has a garden center, Home Depot has a garden center, Walmart has a garden center, and then we have just garden centers along 377. So I can get in a world of trouble going to any of those. Because I always want to get more plants and I can't handle any more plants. So far, my sweet potatoes are growing real well. I don't know if they're going to produce sweet potatoes, but the vines are growing real well. You know, I've had to keep them trimmed back so they don't go all over all over my yard. And there's Bonnie from Illinois. Good morning, Bonnie. I know you got to move along unless it's real early in the morning when it's cooler. Or later in the evening when the sun starts going down, you can walk around in there. Are people still going nuts trying to find those smell good laundry beads at Dollar Tree? I don't know. I haven't heard about it. I didn't know Dollar Tree had them. YouTube won't let me change it back. LOL, too hot. Plants. Yeah, I'd be afraid to use them because I'm allergic to the perfumes and stuff. So if they smell good, they probably got some kind of scent, fragrance stuff in them that I'd probably be allergic to. If it didn't irritate my skin, it would probably give me a headache from breathing it. So Bonnie says she loves my videos and she started gardening this year. Well, great, Bonnie. I wish you the best of luck with your garden this year. My poor watermelon vines have just burned up. I did pick three watermelons. I got this other little one that I picked. It looks like a baseball. It's not very big, but it's a watermelon. And then I've got, this one that I picked that I haven't cut yet. So those are two that I need to cut and do something with. But the other ones, they ended up with that rot at the end of them, and some of them just kind of swiveled up. It's been so hot. And I've tried to keep them watered, but it's just too hot in August for these watermelons. The vines just literally dry up and burn up from the heat. Jackie says, yummy watermelon. She loves watermelon. I do too, and I should cut them, but I haven't cut them yet. Okay, Darlene, you have a blessed day. Have a good week. We'll see you Thursday, hopefully, for the trivia night. I don't know how the video reception would be if I tried to go out there live, so I might have to wait and do just a video of it so it does, it don't fade out and mess up the video. Maybe right out there and show you where the doctor's office is where I went, and then show you the 5 and below. Do y'all have a 5 and below where you live? Any of you? They have a little bit of everything in there, basically almost like a General Dollar or a Dollar Tree. Will I cut the melons on camera? Y'all want me to cut a melon on camera? Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no, but I've asked 2 different questions, so I don't know what you're saying yes and no to. You haven't went in a long time. Ashley's got a 5 and below. Jackie, yes. Please. I'm trying to find tulip bulbs, huh? Well, we had some out here. I think it was at Lowe's or Home Depot, but that was a while back this summer. I don't know if they'd have any now. They usually sell out of all that stuff. Cindy says I'm up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you, Cindy. You're looking for irises? Yeah, most of the stores here, the garden centers, are sold out of the bulbs now. Yes, we have 5 and below. Oh, me. Ooh. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I'm ready to go back to bed. Too late now. It's right at 11 o'clock. I can't go back to bed now. Time to get something else done. By the mall, you have a 5 and below. And Cindy says, I need coffee. I just drank my coffee, this whole pint jar full of coffee. And I'm still yawning and sleepy. I feel you are so tired now. No, I'm not really tired. I'm just dragging from getting up and coming off of the Benadryl. I usually have a late start in the mornings. Strong coffee. Oh, me. Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to do that. Did you, April's string coffee? Yeah, I made some Kona coffee the last time I made it. And then I made the Maui coffee the first time. Making iced coffee. Diana said, good morning, Kathy. She's washing laundry day. It's her laundry day. I washed the sweat out of a couple of sets of shorts and tops and stuff that I wore the last 2 days. They're hanging outside right now on my patio to dry. I don't like them staying in the laundry basket wet and sweaty because then they start smelling bad. So I rinsed them out. Bonnie says flying. I'm not up to much of anything. It's too hot outside. I got all my watering done last night. Even though it probably wouldn't hurt to water again today if I could. But I'm not allowed to do that. And just like Slim Shady. Huh? I don't understand that comment, but... Well, guess who's back? There's Kai. Did we keep you awake? 98 degrees where Jackie's at. It's going to be 97 here today. Oh, you're flying to Arizona for your daughter's wedding. What part of Arizona? You got in a little extra sleep, Kai? In September, first time on the plane. Oh, I bet that'll be a neat experience for you then. Oh no, you got bleach on you. Thank goodness you had on the old shirt. Yeah, bleach will do a number on your clothes if you get it splattered on there. You're going to Phoenix, okay. I sometimes think when I drink coffee, it relaxes me so much it almost puts me to sleep. It works the opposite with me than it does most people. I mean, most time you drink coffee to wake up, don't you? And it wakes me up in the beginning, and then later I start getting lazy and sleepy. I can't tell you how many shirts of my son's I've ruined with bleach. When my kids were living at home, you know, before they grew up and moved out, my son had these heavy metal band t-shirts like Kiss and Metallica, stuff like that. You know, most of them were black t-shirts with the picture on the front. And sometimes they'd get mixed up in the white clothes, and I'd just dump a whole armful of white clothes in the washing machine, turn it on, add bleach, and oh my God. When the clothes washed and I was ready to take them out, I'd pull out one of his black shirts. Need I tell you what happened to it? It came out with white spots all over it. Oh, he used to get so irritated at me. Mom, you ruined my shirt. That was my Metallica shirt. Sometime here is network problems. So sorry. That's okay, Kaylin. We have network problems here too sometimes. I have one daughter and one son. My daughter is about 6 years older than my son. She lives in one direction and he lives in the other. It was all over my bag. Oh no. I've been having problems with doing laundry. Every time I get a new shirt, somehow they come out with soap stains or softener stains on them. Not sure what I do wrong. Do you have one of the like soap feeder things in the top of the washer that you put it in separately. With my washer, I just put my clothes in, fill it with water, and pour my detergent right in the washer with the clothes. It doesn't have one of those separate little feeder things that you put your soap in. I was going to say, if you have one of those feeders, that might be the problem. Somehow it's not releasing the soap. It's top load. Okay. I don't know why it should be doing that. It sounds like almost you don't have enough water in your washing machine. Or maybe you're putting too many clothes and they don't get all washed good or something. I have no idea. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Are you using dry laundry detergent? You know, like the powder form? I use a liquid and it doesn't do that. I find when I've used pods in wash, my clothes stain with those pods. They don't dissolve properly. Yeah, I'd be afraid of that because I wouldn't think they dissolve the way they should. Good morning, Betty Blue. Huh. Well, that's weird. If it's liquid soap and softener, how it would leave soap and softener stains on their clothes. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know. You had those pods too, kind that messed up a bunch of clothes? I've never tried the pods myself. I've always used either powder form or liquid. For years now, I've basically just used liquid. Years ago, I used the powder. And sometimes that would happen with the powder detergent. Sometimes if you had a bunch of clothes in there, they wouldn't get moved around enough and they'd come out with like a detergent stain running across them. We have a chat about detergent. Yep, we got a chat about detergent this morning. Maybe somebody can give Kai some tips on why he's getting soap and fabric softener stains on his clothes when he takes them out of the washer. So I guess it's easier in the sense I never had to wash them again. Huh. Yeah, we're talking about just one thing or another. This was my surprise not playing live this morning. Just to get on here and drink a cup of coffee and chat with everybody. Yeah, that would be one of my first conclusions is maybe Kai's putting too many clothes in the washer and it's holding detergent or fabric softener real close to the clothing and it's not allowing it to rinse off or circulate throughout the whole washer, if that makes sense. He said he was using liquid softener and liquid detergent. Guy said sometimes I type fast as heck and sometimes it's not exactly what I mean to say or mean to type. I think we all do that, Kai. I'm guilty of it. I'll type so fast and not look at what I typed and post it, and it looks like Chinese. Yeah, if there's plenty of water in the washer and you don't overcrowd it with clothes, it should wash all that off your clothes. It shouldn't leave like a fabric stain or detergent stain on there. Oh, me. I wish we'd get rain today, but I know it ain't going to happen. Yeah, I've got a washer at home now. I've had one for years, and used to I had to go to the laundromat every week to wash clothes. For me, my kids, my husband. We ended up divorced. I didn't do that anymore. I put a washer in. I said I may have to hang my clothes out, but I said at least I got a washer at home. I don't have to go to the laundromat. And it's a good thing I did because all the laundromats were closed during COVID. You couldn't take them to a laundromat. They were all closed. I'm having salmon, lemon, and garlic. That sounds good. I love salmon. And Kai said the second hurricane will be coming this weekend. Oh no. Oh, we're supposed to have a chance of rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so we'll see. Usually that's one of the holiday weekends that we do get at least a little bit of rain on one day. So we'll see. I don't know if they'll change it before the weekend gets here, but we desperately need the rain though. And I've got to get out here sooner or later and get that canopy down, the frame down, and put up the new poles that I was going to put up. But it's been too hot. And I said, well, maybe the thing will hold together long enough for it to cool off a little bit. And then I can get out there and take it down and put up something new. Diana said today she's making shepherd's pie. That sounds good. Yeah, it's enough with the hurricanes. See, that's one of the reasons I like doing these little chit chat lives, is because just like Kai, he had a question. He's got a problem with laundry. He's got a problem with detergent and fabric softener leaving stains on his clothes, and he's wondering what to do about it. So hopefully some of us can give him answers to help him out with that. Diana said if I pay this house off, I'm going to try to get a grant to fix my laundry room soon in 2 years. 52 degrees in Alaska. That's a little chilly, I would think. But I guarantee you, these guys next door working on building this new house, they wouldn't care if it was 52 degrees right now, instead of them sweating their butts off out there like they're doing. Oh, your son always wants shepherd pie for his birthday dinner, still at the age of 43. I don't blame him. He likes it. He's used to getting it for his birthday, and he wants it for his 43rd birthday or 44th birthday, whichever. Yeah, we need some cool air in Texas. Send it our way. It can go back to Alaska another day. Send it our way for now. Not yet. He told me when they got ready to clean up all the construction site that they would clean that up too. So I hope so. I don't know how they're going to get all the rocks and debris and stuff pushed up over and loaded up somehow to get it off my lot because they don't have a backhoe. And, you know, that's what those guys used that were putting the foundation in. They pushed it off with a backhoe and piled it up on my lot. He doesn't even have a chainsaw, he said. So, and I know they're going to have to cut those trees to get them out of there. You know, cut them up because they're too long. They can't load them up on a pickup or a truck that way. So it's going to be interesting to see how they accomplish all of it. And I noticed they did lay the tree over that was standing up, leaning over. They laid it down the crossways along the string line, almost as a fence so you don't go over on my side. Because that's safer than leaving it standing up. It could fall. And it could fall on the house they're building. Your son is 42, so he'll be 43 on his birthday this year. Taco Tuesday. Yes, it is. At Grump's, it's Taco Tuesday. They run their fish and chicken tacos on sale. But you know, with the prices that went up, they're up to where the regular price used to be, the new higher price. So you pay almost $4 for one taco. So usually I don't go get there and get tacos anymore. I fix my own fish. Oh, me. Oh. Yep. You used to get them when they were reduced for like $2.60 each taco on Taco Tuesday. Now the regular price is just under $4, or right at $4 for a taco. So you pay $3 something for a taco even on Taco Tuesday now. Ooh. Yeah, I used to go there quite often on their Taco Tuesday and get the lower priced tacos because I love the fish tacos. Okay, you stay safe and happy. Good luck, sweet friend. Have a blessed day, Caleb, or night. It's probably your bedtime by now. That sounds about right, Kai. $17 for 2 crummy tacos, rice and beans. Yep. You pay almost 15 or right at $15 just to go through McDonald's or Burger King and get a hamburger, fries, and a drink now. It's about $15. I still go through their cheap menu, their what they call their dollar menu, which is a little higher now, but still you can get it cheaper to buy them on that cheaper menu than buy the actual combo plates and stuff. Yeah, I couldn't afford Taco Tuesday at $17. I couldn't afford anything at $17 a plate. That's the way it was at Babes, and it still is. I mean, they catered to a couple. They don't cater to one person going in there to eat. So when you go in, you pay for the whole platter of chicken. You pay for all of the sides that come out with it. And it used to be like $17, $18 just for one person to eat. And now the prices have went up, so it's probably over $20 now. And I quit going because, you know, you can't take all of that you don't eat home. They let you take the chicken home or the fish that you order, but they don't let you take the sides home with you. Because the sides are all you can eat. They'll keep filling up the side plates and bringing them to your table as long as you want them refilled. The chicken or the fish, they don't do that. If you get more fish or chicken, you got to order another whole meal. So I can't afford to go out and eat. I'm lucky if I get through McDonald's or Burger King's drive-through and get the cheaper dollar menu, as I call it. I can come out with about $4 doing that. Because I get the little hamburger, and I get the small order fries and the small drink, but that pretty well fills me up. Or I can go through Wendy's drive-through and get their biggie bags for $5, or now they have one for $5 and they got one for, I think, $7. And my goodness, I get all I can eat out of a $5 biggie bag. You get a burger, you get chicken nuggets, you get fries, and you get a drink. And if I eat all that, I'm doing good. That fills me up. But you go through there and get a regular meal, you're going to pay at least around $15. Yeah, prices have gone up everywhere. Just like my coffee creamer, you used to could get it for like $1.79, one of the containers. Now it's $3 and something. Let me show you. Like these right here. The coffee creamers, Walmart has them in several different flavors. They used to be like $1.50 for one of these. And it's 15 ounces. Now it's almost $4 for the same thing. It's $3 and, I don't know, 69 or 79 cents for one of these. That's how much the prices have went up, which is terrible. I mean, I don't buy those all the time, and especially now since the price has basically doubled. Most of the time, I just use milk. And if I don't have fresh milk, I use canned milk. I just put a little bit of canned milk in there, and that's my creamer. But once in a while, I like to get the flavored creamers because that's kind of a treat, I don't keep them stocked all the time. I just heard that Subway is trying to something new. 9, get people to buy more at their store. I don't understand. What are they doing, Cindy? Is it like a $9 meal or something? Because I know used to just a 6-inch sub was what? $4 or $5 just for a 6-inch? Maybe don't charge $18 for a foot long, right? I just started saying I can't imagine what they charge for a foot long now. I know that the 6-inch ones are going up to like, I don't know, they $8 or $9. Naomi, hello, welcome. We're just talking about everyday stuff. From laundry to gardening to the heat to prices. Oh, you think it's some kind of new menu deals? Well, I have to check them out. We got a Subway's out here. It's just as I go into town from my house. I pass the Subway. Yeah, every time I go to Wendy's, if I get something to take out, I'll get their biggie bag because that's the best deal they've got going. You can't beat it nowadays with the prices to pay $5 and get your drink, your burger, or your chicken sandwich. You get fries and chicken nuggets to go with it. So it's a pretty good deal considering what the prices are now everywhere. For $18, I'll go buy me one of those long loaves of bread. I'll get me a few packages of that sliced meat that I showed you that's like 89 cents a package. Because you can get like chicken, turkey, pastrami, you can get beef. And I'll make my own for a whole lot less than $18, I promise you. Because your loaf of bread is only like $1.50 or less. I could probably make a good sub for $6, probably $6 or $7. And that's counting because I've already got lettuce, I've got mayo, I've got pickles, you know, I've got mustard. Yeah, you have to shop around. I can't afford to just go out and pay those high prices to eat. That's why I don't go out. But every once in a while, I'll get an urge for a burger and some fries or something like that. And I'll usually go through McDonald's drive-through and get the cheapy menu. I'll go through Burger King's menu, get the cheapy menu, or I'll drive out to Wendy's and get their cheap menu, their biggie bags, which is, I think, a fantastic deal. Yeah, I love making my own subs too because I can't eat it all. I have sub to eat for days, you know. It makes 4 sandwiches for me out of one of those big loaves of bread that you cut open. Well, I love Panda Express, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, I love it. I could eat there every day, but I can't afford it. So just once in a while, once in a long while, I'll go to Panda Express and I'll get their spicy beef, and I usually get their rice and vegetables to go with it. And sometimes I splurge and have them add an egg roll. Oh, one time I went out there and went all out, y'all. I got their shrimp. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that you get, the shrimp with the sauce and on the noodles. And, oh, I thought I was in heaven when I was eating that. But it makes about 2 meals for me. I can't eat all of it at one time. But that's a long time in between that I eat something like that because it costs too much money. Bang Bang Shrimp, that's what it called? I love that. But I can't afford to pay their high prices for it. I can't even afford to buy their spicy beef bowl. I mean, oh my God, it's outrageous. The price they charge you just for a bowl of rice with the meat or whatever you put on top of it. I think the last couple of times I went there, because the prices were so high, that I just got the Beijing beef in a bowl, you know, on rice, and that was it. I've got a friend, they said they hate Panda Express. They thought it was gross. I love Panda Express. I love Oriental food. I guess if I could afford it, I'd be going there all the time, but can't afford it, so that might help keep my weight down somewhat. Got to take my daughter to work. If you're gone when I come back, have a great day, everyone. Well, you too, Cindy. Have a blessed day today. And hopefully we'll see you Thursday evening for trivia night. Yeah, we had a Subway here before they ever put in a Starbucks. Oh, Starbucks was the big thing when it opened up out on 377. But their coffee, $5 for a little cup of coffee. Oh my God. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's too strong. I don't like that strong coffee. I mean, you get some of their flavored coffees and it's real good, but I don't like real strong coffee, and I'm not paying $5 for a cup of coffee. I can't afford that. I can't afford that coffee. I'll have to make my coffee at home. Like my whole jar of instant coffee only cost about $4, 4 or 5. And I can make many cups of coffee with that jar of instant coffee. Or I can make many, many cups of coffee with the bags of coffee that April sent me from Hawaii. I'll be drinking that coffee for quite a while now because it'll take me quite a while to use up 2 bags of coffee. Well, I think this coming Thursday night we're going to go back to the old school questions. See, I rotate the different trivia each Thursday night. So we went through the 2018, 2019, 2000, was it 2010? Or the 2000s. We went through those. So now this coming Thursday, I think we're back to the old school and new school box. So we'll be getting questions out of those. Yeah, that pumpkin spice coffee is real good. I went and got a cup of it when they came out with it. When they first came out with it. Because it seemed like I had gift cards for Starbucks. And that was the last thing I got at Starbucks. Was I used my gift card to buy a cup of pumpkin spice coffee. And it was good. Well, thank you, Caleb. And there's Naomi. I watched your video of shampooing your carpets. I'd like to know what shampooing that is. Well, the shampooer is a Hoover. It's one of the small Hoovers. And the shampoo liquid that I use with it is what came with the shampooer. Because I don't have to use very much of it at one time. And I'm almost out of it. I'll probably have to buy another bottle of it. But it's the same bottle of shampoo liquid that came with the shampooer. April says, good morning at 6:24. And I'm still in bed having coffee. I'm ready for lunch because I haven't had breakfast yet. I did drink my cup of coffee, but I'm getting hungry. My belly's empty. It's 11:25 here, April. A.M. I usually drink coffee in the morning, and then I don't drink any the rest of the day. I drink iced tea or something else during the day. Water, Gatorade, if I'm working in the yard. Good morning to you, beautiful April. We've been talking about so many different things. First, we were talking with Kai about him trying to get one of these lower priced homes to rent. He's been on a list to get that, so I think now he's been called about it. So maybe he's got a chance to get a little bit bigger home for less money than he's paying now. You're 2 hours ahead of me, Jackie. Okay, so that means you're about 9 o'clock, 9:26. I don't know when I'm going fishing, Kayla. I want to go, but it's been too hot. And when it gets 100 degrees or higher, all the fish are out in the middle of the lake where I can't go because they're in the deep water to stay cool. But I might go. I might go this evening. Who knows? That might be a video for tomorrow. I might go fishing tonight. When the sun starts going down, I'll go fishing when it's cooler. That's usually when they bite better too, but we'll see. Yeah, he said he got a call from the people that he applied with for the lower rent home. And he said I think he's got a chance to get 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath for about $600 less than what he's paying where he's at. The only problem is it's in a real busy area because he said the traffic is really bad. It'll take him an hour to get to work in that heavy traffic, where it only takes him about 25 minutes to get to work now. So, I guess getting the lower price is going to come with other things he's got to give up. Because I know I don't like to drive in busy, heavy rush hour traffic to try to get to work. I've done that before. I hated it. Well, if I go, it'll probably be right before dark, and I'll probably fish for an hour or so and then come home. I'm not going to stay all, later in the night. Yeah, with gas prices, you'll spend the money in gas that you make up in the rent, unfortunately, because he'll have to pay out twice as much gas unless his employer supplies his transportation, which I know he said one day he was driving one of the trucks that he works in, one of the company trucks. So I don't know if they supply his transportation with that truck or van, and whether they supply the gas too, or what the deal is with that. But that would be fantastic, At least that way his price for commuting back and forth would not go up. I mean, it will take him longer to get there, but he wouldn't be paying any more money. So, maybe that's the situation. I don't know. He hasn't said, and I don't think anybody's thought to ask him. They're building over there this morning, Caleb. I can hear the hammers and their equipment running from my house. That's one reason I went ahead and got up this morning, because I couldn't go back to sleep. I kept hearing them hammering and doing all their stuff over there. So $4,000 a month, that's crazy. Well, I think he's paying $2,000 where he's at in a 1 bedroom, 1 bath house. And the one he's moving to will be bigger, $600 less a month. He said he could get it for $1,400 a month. But it's an hour away from his job in real busy traffic. Yeah, well, location is the key, Shelley. If you live in an area like Kyle lives in right now, the rent is going to be expensive because he lives right there at the beach. I mean, it takes him seconds to get from his house to the beach. It's almost like walking to his backyard and he's at the beach. So an area like that, the rent's going to be expensive. Buying a house is really expensive there. And he'll be close to another beach, but it's not going to be a busy one, I guess, like the one he lives at now. But I hate it that it's going to take him further away from his job. Because, you know, you hate that commute back and forth every day. That's 2 hours of your day gone just to go and come home from work every day. Yeah, I'd be a beach bum too. I used to live on Oak Island, North Carolina, and we were just a couple of blocks from the beach. So it only took me a few minutes to walk from my house to the beach strand. And I was out there all the time. I'd get my house cleaned up and get everything done, and I'd head to the beach, see if I could walk and pick up shells or just walk in the water. Shelley says I'd be a homeless beach bum. It'd be tempting, wouldn't it, Shelley? Only they probably don't let the homeless live on the beach strand, unfortunately. Or the beach would be full of homeless people with tents. But that beach he showed in his video looked like a beautiful beach area, which is right there at his house. I can understand why someone would want to live there. Yeah, California is expensive too. And you know, even the coast of North Carolina on our beaches, it's not cheap to live there. You pay for the luxury of living right there on the beach strand. Some of my family used to rent a beach house once a year, once every couple of years, just to have like a family reunion. They'd get a beach house that was 2 stories, had plenty of bedrooms for a lot of family to come stay at for the week that would be there. I was not able to go the last time they were there, so. I want more time spent with you live. Please pray for me. Kayla, you're sweet. Yeah, everywhere is getting so expensive now. It's awful. I could probably get $1,000 a month rent out of this house I live in, this old mobile home right now if I wanted to rent it out. Maybe more than that, I don't know. Because we have lake access here. Our subdivision, we have a boat dock, boat ramp. People go swimming in the lake. We've got a park area where people can grill out, you know, that type of thing. So, and we do have a tennis court, even though most people don't use it anymore. And we had a swimming pool at one time. It's full of dirt now. One day in the future, it may be reopened. Who knows? They may get enough people living here, paying enough property dues that they'll have enough money to dig the pool back out and repair it, fix it, and open it up again. Because we had the biggest swimming pool in the whole county before. Everybody from everywhere around here wanted to come swimming in our pool. A lot more. You'd pay a lot more rent somewhere else. You definitely would. We call it the Ninth Island. I forgot the name of the beach where Kai said the house they were going to go look at was located. Let me see if I can go back and see where he said it was. Where was Kai's statement? Yeah, Kyle was telling us, April, that a taco plate there with 2 crummy tacos, rice, and beans was $17. Well, how far back is it? Well, I guess it was way back when he first came in. Because I'm going way back and I don't see it. Unless I've skipped over it. Well, I'm not finding it. Where is it? Oh, well, Kai told us the name of the beach that was close to where the other house is, but I don't remember what he said. And I can't find his statement. I must have just skipped right over it. I don't know. Hawaiian locals love Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the 9th island. Yep, that's why I eat it. Las Vegas will suck us dry and kick us on the way to homelessness. Las Vegas is overrated. Las Vegas is nice to visit, though. Hawaiians locals love Las Vegas. I went to Vegas twice with my family, just for the weekend, overnight weekend, and it was fun. It was fun to go around, play slot machines, play the dollar machine, go in some of the restaurants to eat because they had really good food. And we saw a couple of shows while we were there. It was a lot of fun. April hasn't been back to the mainland since she moved here over 40 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, Vegas is a nice place to visit. It's like a partying town, a fun town to go to. And I can't think of what they call it. It's almost like a wind tunnel you walk in, and there's murals painted all over the ceiling and the walls and everything, and there's shops all through it. I don't remember what they call it though. Yeah, where were you actually from, April, before you moved to where you're at now? Homes are affordable in Vegas? I don't know. I've never priced one in Vegas, but I would think it would be expensive to live there. because it's a big tourist town. You're from California and Arizona, huh? I've never visited any other country except for Mexico. To me, that's still a foreign country. And I've never been to California. I've never been further west than Texas. But I've been through all the states going to North Carolina along the coast. I've lived in New York for a while, so I passed through states going to New York from North Carolina, even though I've not lived in any of them. You sailed there with your daddy on a 34-foot sailboat. Yep, I'm close. Arizona borders Texas, but Arizona is a big state just like Texas is. It could take you 2 days to drive to Arizona. I mean, yeah. Like my brother said, it could take me 3 days to drive to his house from where I live in Texas because the states are so big. You were born in Pasadena? Wow. You must have really loved Hawaii to stay there for 40 years. But I can imagine if I lived in an area where April lives, I'd probably stay there too because it looks beautiful. What's my favorite color? Oh, I don't know. I like blue. I like pink. I like yellow. I like a lot of colors, Kaylin. It took 21 days to sail from IOU to, I can't pronounce that, IU, from Oxnard, California. Wow, I bet that was a fun trip. And you've been there ever since, April? Does your dad still live there in Hawaii? Any of the rest of your family live in Hawaii? I lived in Lake Haven City. Does any of the rest of your family live in Hawaii, April? And does your father still live there? When he sailed there, did he stay there too, like you? I'm assuming he did since you stayed. Oh, I'm sorry. But did they live in Hawaii before they passed away? Yes, all stayed. I figured that's why you were still there. All your family stayed once you got there and made it your home. There's a lot of places in the United States I've never been. It'd probably take me the rest of my life to go on a ride and just visit every place there is to go see in the United States. Oh, me. Well, it's past brunch time now, so if I get anything to eat, it's going to be lunch. 15 minutes to 12, so It'll be lunchtime in 15 minutes. Make lunch with us. I don't have a clue as what I'm going to eat. I don't know if I want the 15 bean soup, heat me up some of that, or make me a sandwich, or eat a piece of fried chicken, or eat the last 2 pieces of my barbecued chicken that I cooked. I've got several choices that I can heat up real quick. I don't know which one I want. So I really wouldn't be making anything. I'd just be heating up something that's already cooked. I got all that soup that I cooked, that 15 bean soup. Oh, that piece of cake's gone. That was gone right away. That's my problem. If I get something like that around, I'm going to eat it till it's gone. April's got to get up and go feed. But I'm listening. I'm like a kid. I like to eat my dessert first. Yeah, it's good to have choices. It is. It's not good on my weight, though. It's too convenient. And so you should. I don't have cake around. I've got peanut butter, coconut, no-bake cookies that was sent with that. I would eat the cake first. I keep them in the refrigerator because it's so hot. But these came with the food order. Peanut butter fudge, no cookies. I started talking about it, my stomach's growling, so now I got to eat one. Yeah, but I can't eat much of this sweet stuff, I tell you. I can't even get into it. See, they're little. They're like peanut butter balls almost. But they are good. See, they're not very big. My doctor appointment went great. Everything seems fine. I did. They are little, you can eat more. Go take a bite. Take a bite with me so I don't eat it all. That's rich, I tell you. It is good though. My coffee was sweet too, April, but it's gone. I drank that a little while ago. Yeah, my blood pressure was up when the nurse first took it in the doctor's office yesterday. It was 157. But I told her I'd been out in the yard working and watering, and I got all sweaty and hot and had to take a shower from head to toe before I came out here. And she said, well, that might be it, because I was out and I didn't have my mask on. And she said, I'll wait and let you sit there for a little bit. And then she says, I'll come back a little bit later and take it and see what it reads then. Well, she came back later and she took my blood pressure with the one that was hanging on the wall. And it was only like 119 over something. So that was a big change from 157. Caleb says, I have a nice peanut butter for you. Do y'all have peanut butter in Pakistan, Caleb? I guess so. Aaron says that since he got older, he's eating more sweet things. Yeah, and I love sweets, but I shouldn't be eating a lot of them. Gain too much weight eating cakes and cookies and all that stuff. Yeah, Shelly's plants look a lot better than mine because she don't have this extreme Texas heat where she's at. I think she's in Mississippi. Their ground stays a little bit damper and wet than mine does. Yeah, I'm active, but still, I have to watch and not eat too many sweets. And there's Tatuk. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Good evening to you. Wish you success too. Tatuk or Tatuk. Not sure how to pronounce it, but I wish you the best too. Your teeth are okay. My teeth are okay, yeah. I don't live on sweets, so my teeth are pretty good. And I think Tatuk is a new subscriber too, because I haven't seen him in chat before. Yeah, that's understandable, April, to watch what you eat. I watch mine too, but sometimes it doesn't help. But I try to stay on a decent, good diet, because I try to keep my cholesterol down, my blood pressure down. Nobody speak at once. Yeah, I stay pretty active. I don't have any sisters, Caleb, but I got 5 brothers. I was the only girl in the family. Oh no, Naomi. You live in Fort Worth and your AC went out in the night? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I hope you can get it fixed really quick. Oh, my brothers like to pick on me. Their favorite pastime was picking on their sister. But they take up to me too. I mean, if somebody else was bothering me, they take up for me. Didn't want them to bother their sister, even though they love to pick on me. Yeah, I try not to eat a lot of sugar too, April, because I know it's not good for you. And actually, I felt better during the time I consumed no sugar at all. Well, I was in between. I had 2 older brothers and 3 younger. My older brother's 2 years older than me. My next brother is about a year older than me. And then my younger brother is quite a few years younger. Oh, goodness, I'm going to sneeze again. I got a piece of that coconut, I think, left in my throat. And April's going outside. She said everybody's hungry. Thank you, Caleb, for that nice comment. I got to move this chocolate out of my way because I keep looking at it and I'm going to be back in the box and I don't need to eat more chocolate before I eat lunch. I think the construction guys next door must have broke for lunch. I don't hear the banging over there right now. I boiled eggs yesterday, egg salad, and my kids ate them all. Boiled eggs and egg salad are real good, Cindy. I don't blame them. I'd eat it all too. I enjoy life and don't worry if it causes cancer. So everything does. I am talking about food and that type of stuff. Oh, of course, I don't smoke and do things of that nature. That's me, Sheila. I eat pretty much whatever I decide I want to eat that I can afford to buy. I don't sit and worry about it. But I did go on a diet one time where you had no sugar, no seasonings. You could only eat food that was baked, broiled, or grilled with no seasoning, no butter on it. And I lost a ton of weight and I felt great. I had so much energy, but everybody fussed at me because I lost so much weight. But I felt good. I ate like a horse, but I just ate baked, broiled, or grilled meat. Same with the vegetables, either baked, broiled, or grilled. I didn't use butter or any grease or anything to cook anything. And I did lose a lot of weight. But everybody says, oh, you look anorexic, you need to eat. And I said, I eat tons of food. You know, it's just what I eat that lets me lose weight. So finally, I forced myself to eat cake and cookies and candies and fried chicken. And now I can't stop eating it all. And I've gained a ton of weight back. And I wished I hadn't. It'd been better if I'd have stayed thinner because I was eating, like I said, I was eating like a horse, eating anything I wanted. I just had to prepare it a different way and not use the butter and the spices and all this other stuff. Because I'm probably allergic to some spices. I don't know. You never got your egg salad? Oh no. They ate the eggs before you could make egg salad. They must have loved boiled eggs. I eat boiled eggs sometimes. I'll just boil an egg and eat it because I like boiled eggs. Well, next time you want to make egg salad, you'll have to boil twice as many eggs, hide part of them, and let your kids have the other part. And that way you can make your egg salad. But then if you're not careful, they're going to eat all your egg salad before you get any. They're gone now, so I'll make more. Yeah, that's the idea. When they're not there, you can make all you want. They're not there to eat them. Sometimes I take a notion for egg salad and I'll make an egg salad sandwich, and that'll be my meal. I usually boil 5 or 6 eggs so I can have enough egg salad for a couple of days to make a sandwich with, or put them on a crescent roll or something. Oh, I hear them banging on something over there. I don't know what they're doing. That house is going up pretty quick. Cindy says she's going to send me something. She just hasn't found what she wants to send. Well, thank you, Cindy. You don't have to send me anything, but I appreciate it if you do. That's sweet of you. You know, that sounds good because I've got some chicken salad that was sent with that food order. I could get one of those crescent rolls and make me a sandwich of chicken salad on a crescent roll. That sounds pretty good for lunch. Or eat a piece of my fried chicken. I think I got 1 or 2 pieces left over there. Okay, Cindy, whatever. And this chicken salad that came, it's in a little pint container. It's got cranberries and pecans in it. I've never had a chicken salad with cranberries in it before. I've eaten it with grapes in it and pecans, but not cranberries. Yeah, KFC sounds real good. But I got chicken here. I can't really go to KFC to get more chicken. I've got fried chicken and I've got barbecued chicken that I need to eat. Thank you, Kaylin. I love cold fried chicken. It's better than hot. I think so too, Sheila. I never heat up fried chicken when I go to eat it. I just grab it out of the refrigerator and eat it. You don't have a KFC where you're at, huh, Cindy? We've got a KFC here in Granbury. I don't go to it very often, though. I think it's been several years since I've been to KFC. Yeah, we're all talking about food now, and it's lunchtime, or it's lunchtime for me. I don't know. I always feel like they don't cook the chicken enough. That's one reason I don't mind. Like if Walmart fries chicken in the morning and puts it out, I don't buy it till that afternoon because it stays under that heat light to keep it hot and it cooks. It continues to cook under there. So by the time I buy it, the chicken is cooked done. I can't handle it when you bite into it and any part of it is red inside or pink. If I buy fried chicken right after it's been cooked, I usually bring it home and put it in the microwave and cook it for a few minutes because I don't like it bloody or red or pink inside. I want it cooked done. I've not gotten any chicken at Cane's yet. We got a Cane's here, and we got a Chipotle or whatever they call it. I've never been to either one. We got a Hofbrau Steakhouse. We got Spring Creek Barbecue Restaurant, a Mesquite Restaurant. Got tons of Mexican restaurants of all different names. We got so many restaurants. It's hard to choose where you want to go eat when you do go out, you know? If you don't want to go out maybe once a year, it's a big decision what restaurant you're going to go eat at. Okay, Jackie, enjoy your dog walk. And I probably need to let people go so you can get your lunch or breakfast or dinner or whatever time of the day it is where you're located. I can't eat it that way. If it looks greasy and not cooked, it's going in the microwave when I get home. I'll put it in the microwave and cook it some more before I try to eat it. Good waking up to you. Have a great day. You too, Cindy. And everybody that came in to chat today, I love all of you. I'm so glad you showed up and chatted with me for a while. Y'all have a blessed day or blessed night, whatever time of the day it is where you're at. And hopefully we'll see you Thursday evening at our trivia night, if not before. I know I'll put out videos before then, but I don't know if I'll go live again, but we'll see. You never know about me. So y'all have a blessed day. Love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.